you ever thought to yourself, wow, it would sure be nice to make $1,000 a month while doing absolutely nothing, maybe twiddling my thumbs or being asleep, but still making $1,000 per month passively? Well, I'm going to show you guys exactly how you can achieve that. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. If you're new, welcome. This is the Ninja Traders. My name's Tina, and today I will be going over how to make $1,000 per month in passive income from dividend stocks. Alright, without further ado, let's get into it. Now, obtaining this goal depends on how much of a stock you'll need and what the dividend payout of that specific stock is. To figure this out, all it requires is two very simple mathematical equations. The first being the amount of shares needed, which is solved by the total annual payout needed divided by the annual dividends of that specific stock. The second equation is going to be the total amount needed, which is solved by the share price multiplied by the amount of shares needed. Now, for simplicity's sake,
keep it stupid simple.
We're going to have the annual payout solved instead of it being monthly, because most dividend stocks pay out quarterly dividends. The only exception being Realty Income, it pays out monthly, but for simplicity's sake, I'm going to go ahead and say the amount needed is $12,000, and then you can just do the math and divide it by 12 to figure out $1,000 per month. So we'll go for the year. I will be going over some examples for you guys. The prices of the stock are accurate to the date of filming for this video. It may have gone up or down a little bit. The first stock I'll be showing as an example is AT&T, ticker symbol T. AT&T, as many of you know, is a communications company who also has its foot in the media district. On average, AT&T has been pretty consistent with its stock price. Let's figure out the amount of shares we need to make $1,000 per month with AT&T stock. We're going to take $12,000 and divide it by AT&T's annual dividend of $2.08. When we do this, we get 5,769.23, but let's just round up. After we find the amount of shares needed, we're going to have to figure out the total amount invested. So to figure this out, we'll need to take AT&T's current share price and the amount of shares needed. So right now, AT&T's share price is listed at $28.65. When you multiply this by the 5,769, you get a whopping total of $165,288.46. So I don't know if you have that kind of petty cash lying around. If you want to make $1,000 in dividends from AT&T, that's how much you'll have to invest. Example number 2 is going to be the Coca-Cola Company, or ticker symbol KO, not knockout.
You got knocked the out, man!
So this is one of the largest non-alcoholic beverage companies, as well as Warren Buffett's favorite soda. Let's figure out the amount of shares needed. So we're going to take $12,000 and divide it by Coca-Cola's annual dividend payout of $1.68, according to the price listed during the making of this video. So when we do that, we get $7,142.86. So keep that number in mind. Now we need to figure out the total amount invested. Coca-Cola's share price is listed at $53.77. When we multiply this by the amount of shares needed, we get a total of $384,071.43. This is the total amount needed to invest in Coca-Cola in order to make a passive income of $1,000 a month in dividends from this stock. Alright, so coming in at number 3 is a stock nicknamed the Monthly Dividend Company. This stock pays out its dividends monthly. Our other examples only pay out quarterly, so this is a very special stock. If you haven't guessed it already, it is Realty Income, or ticker symbol O. Realty Income has properties located in 49 out of the 50 states of the United States, as well as Puerto Rico. So let's figure out the amount of shares that we need. We're going to take $12,000 and divide it by Realty Income's annual dividend payout of $2.83. When we do this, we get $4,246. Let's figure out the total amount we need to invest. We're going to take the share price of $66.84 and multiply it by the amount of shares needed. After that, we get a total of $283,821.66. This is the total amount you would need to invest as of today in order to make $1,000 a month passively in dividend stocks for realty income. Hey, in case you forgot to Hulk smash that like button, go ahead and do that right now for me. I really appreciate it. Moving on into our next example, we have 3M Company, or ticker symbol MMM. This company has operated since 1902. This company is well known for its research and development lab, as well as being a technology company that manufactures safety and consumer products. Let's get our amount of shares needed. We're going to divide 12,000 by the annual dividend of $5.92. When we do this, we get 2,027. So now that we have the amount of shares we need, let's multiply it by the share price of $191.60. This gives us our total amount needed to invest of $388,378.38. Our last company is one of the world's leading consumer electronics and personal computer company. If you haven't guessed it, it's Apple, or ticker symbol AAPL. Apple is focused on developing its hardware and software operating system and services to provide its customers with the best user experience that they could possibly have. With that being said, let's figure out the amount of shares we need in Apple by taking 12,000 and dividing it by the annual dividend of 88 cents. When we divide 88 cents into 12,000, we get 13,636. Now that we have our amount of shares needed, let's figure out the total amount that we need to invest. So let's multiply this by the share price for Apple, which is $130.46. If this price looks a little low to you, it's because Apple recently went through a 4-to-1 split. So the dividend price of Apple also experienced a 4-to-1 split. Now let's multiply Apple's share price by the amount of shares we need. When we do this, the total amount we need to invest in Apple is $1,779,000.
$1 million.
Just so all of you are aware, dividend prices can change. It's all subject to how the company's doing. Dividends are nice to have, especially since they are a form of passive income, but just be wary and make sure you stay up to date on how the companies you're investing in are progressing and changing their dividends and their payouts. Of course, all of these examples are hypothetical situations. If you're lucky enough to have over $1 million or hundreds of thousands of dollars to invest in order to get a passive income of $1,000 a month with each of these companies, consider yourself lucky. A lot of people, myself included, don't have that kind of cash on hand right now, but the great thing for all of us is compound interest. A lot of these programs and companies have a DRIP program whenever you invest, so all of your dividends that you're making can be reinvested in the stocks that you're purchasing in order to expand and increase your dividend portfolio. By being involved in a DRIP program, you can compound your investments and eventually have enough to make $1,000 a month in passive dividend income. I hope all of you enjoyed this video. I'm so glad you could be here. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.